Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Seminoles will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Offense in a bunch formation. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Martin. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. At midfield, he's got room. Running toward the tape. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Yeah, what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now on 2nd and short. They'll test the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short 4 inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that 1st. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a productive play on first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, it's starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Return goes out of bounds.
First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs over the middle. It's Knight. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Nothing but green ahead. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that all the time, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 6 over Jacksonville State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
First down for this offense. From the gun. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The give to the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Wallace. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure coming. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Florida State.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Spits it out to the back. This time on target. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Now on second down after the incompletion. They want to just keep throwing it. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's looking to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, giving him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Noles will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. knocked down for the tackle. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback checking off. On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
After the misfire, now on second down. The give to the tailback. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
From the gun, the ground game. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Got a man. It's Reynolds. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. The Nittany Lions get enough to move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
He'll just keep slinging it. On the run, still looking. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick Nice physical play on the quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wide receiver now comes in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the running back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Hawaii. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. On the move from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Direct snap. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. They'll go with a direct snap. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 17, Florida State 10.
And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll try the left side. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, making a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Knight. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The give on the counter.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Using his feet. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. On the option. He'll toss it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll run the option. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on second down. Feeling some heat. He rifles one deep to the left.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give and tick, 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 tick. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They go to the ground, and they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. On the move. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Here comes the option. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
As a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Offense set on 1st down. They'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. Right on target this time. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time. They're up by 21 over the Astronauts. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
A 1st down for the offense. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quarterback will audible. He'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. It's complete. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down.
29 Philly.
Looking to move it through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 1st down. Works the middle. Touchdown, Penn State! They strike first here in overtime.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the total Penn State 24, Florida State 17.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to the ground game on the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Trying the left side. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. The give to the back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. He caught it! And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on fourth down here in overtime. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The tension, the intensity, the drama. The offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Florida State. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a two-point conversion. Quarterback keeps it. They did not get it, and they'll lose the game by one. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table in overtime, and it did not pay off. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another